Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to put a couple things straight that have been said. We're not talking about all federal lands in this bill. We're not talking about National Park Service lands. National parks and national monuments are excluded from this bill. We're not talking about wilderness. We're not talking about lands that has been recommended for wilderness status. Those are managed as de facto wilderness. We're not talking about wildlife refuges. We're not talking about Department of Defense lands. We're not talking about Bureau Reclamation lands. We're only talking about Bureau of Land Management lands that are managed for multiple use now. We're also talking about a nation that desperately needs jobs. Mr. Speaker, I was in a country in the Arab world last weekend. They have 6.5% employment in the private sector. Everyone else is either unemployed or works for the government. Their neighbors prop up their economies to keep their problems from spilling over the borders into their countries. For a country that has been clamoring for jobs, to smack down this bill as being irrelevant indicates to me that Congress has lost its way, that it doesn't understand that what the American people is want to work. They want earned success. They want self-respect. They want jobs. H.R. 1965 would streamline the leasing and permitting process to put our public land resources back to work for the people who own them, the American people, particularly those who live near these resources and know the importance of a quality environment. I represent the whole state of Wyoming. I've lived there my entire life. Nobody cares more about the environment of Wyoming than I do. Nobody. This is also good fiscal policy. In what?
Lady is recognized for 30 additional seconds.
Wyoming's payments to the U.S. Treasury for oil, gas, and coal royalties nearly pays for the entire BLM budget. And I would point out that, contrary to what the gentleman said about the increase in production on federal land, between 2009 and between the year 2000 and 2007 in Wyoming, number of new leases issued was 873 on average. During the Obama administration, it's 599. In my book, that's a decline of 31%. Mr. Chairman, I want to thank Mr. Hastings and Lamborn for making this bill possible. I urge you to support it, and I yield back the balance of my time.